Hello everyone, this is John Galt speaking, here with a video for you guys where I'm going to revisit a template that I created for Motus Digital, aka Mocap Online, the very same mocap, Motus Digital Online, that has all the animations for sale on the UE4 marketplace. So quite some many years ago, I was involved with some contract work with them, where I ended up creating a third-person shooter template as a demonstration for how their animations that they sell could be implemented, a multiplayer template. And Crispin over at Motus Digital contacted me and wants me to take a look at this and see what's going on, because every time a engine version changes, you guys are aware of this, Epic Games tinkers with stuff. And usually when you have a pretty complex template, they break shit, right? And then it's up to the person who made the template to go in there and figure out what they broke and what they changed so that you can kind of fix it. And so with this being a contract job, it was a get paid this amount of money to create this, and then that's it, right? So we kind of fell out of touch, and he's having issues getting this thing updated. So I told him I'd take a look at it and see if I could figure out what they broke. No guarantees, but we're going to see if I can figure it out. I mean, I made it, right? So obviously, if anybody would be able to figure it out, it should be the person who made it, right? So we'll see. But it's been a long time, so I don't know. I don't know. I might break it even worse. What do you guys think? Could be. So I do have chat open on my other screen. So let me go ahead, and it's Friday. Friday. Look. I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But it's Friday and you ain't got shit to do. So we're going to get high today. Yeah, that ain't exactly the quote, but I can't do that because YouTube will flag me for copyright. Peckerwoods. All right, here we go. Let's do this, man. Or even anybody here. I'm just talking to myself. Hey, look at that. One's watching. All right. Hello, one, whoever you are. So anyway, here's the template. I don't have the exact version that's on the marketplace, so I get it directly from Motus Digital. So we're going to go in here and see how broke this is. One thing that I don't want to do is first let me open the engine up and see what versions of the engine I have installed. See, here's the conundrum with content creators, just so you guys know. I mean, you know, I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to make heads or tails of this, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. But just, you know, I get asked sometimes how come I don't create more stuff to put on the marketplace, and this video here, I guess I'll give you guys an explanation as to why. So I currently have 4 products on the UE4 marketplace. All 4 of those products, I created an engine version 4.15.3. And that's really the engine version that I use, right? Always. And the reason for that is because I've been using this engine ever since it was beta, right? Unreal Engine 4, and you actually had to pay a monthly fee in order to even get the engine, right? And then, of course, some months or a year later, whatever, they gave it away and anybody could get it for free and use it. But I was an early adopter of this engine. And previous to this engine, I used UDK, right? Which was basically Unreal Engine 3. Okay, and so I've been through tons and tons and tons of engine versions, and they change this, they change that, they do this a little differently, they optimize this, they make this better, they make that worse. So when I got up to Unreal Engine version 4.15.3, from 4.16 onward, right? And that's a bunch. If you can see, the most current engine version now is 4.27. So from 4.16 forward, I started noticing a lot of changes that were being made to the engine that specifically affected multiplayer more than anything else. Okay. And since at that time, the majority, if not all the stuff that I did, it was for multiplayer, right? Because if you make something and put it on the marketplace, the very first comment on your product is, when are you going to make this work for multiplayer? Right? Nobody wants single player stuff. And so as I was learning to use this engine, I specifically focused on the multiplayer aspect of it. Sorry, I'm smoking. And so a lot of people from engine version to engine version to engine version, they never noticed anything different. Everything was exactly the same. They never noticed anything different. And if they did, it wasn't such a big change that it broke the entire damn project. Okay. Well, on the multiplayer side of things, that's not true. Even when you go from, like, okay, let's give an example here. So 4.15, when it first came out, it was 4.15.0. And then they had a 0.1, and then they had a 0.2, and then they had a 0.3, you know, the little bug patches after it comes out. And you can see that we're on 4.27.2. Well, that started as 4.27.0. So there's been 2 updates to 4.27. In multiplayer, even going from a 0.0 version to a 0.1, it can break your entire project. Going from a 0.1 to a 0.2 can break your entire damn project. Okay. It's a shame, but it's true. So I've always built every single thing that I build it in 4.15.3. And then when you sell things on the marketplace, this is the conundrum that I was getting to. So everything that I release on the marketplace, I have to make sure that it supports from engine version 4.15.3, which is what I use, all the way to the most current engine version. Okay. And so what I end up having to do as a content creator is I have to get 4.16, open my project, and make sure it works. If it don't, I have to correct what's wrong with it and upload a new version. Then when 4.17 comes out, I have to open it in 4.17. And if anything's broken, I have to fix it and upload a new version for 4.17. Same for 4.18, 4.19, 4.20, 4.21, 4.22, 4.20, all the way up to the most current engine version. Now, just to be perfectly clear, we do not have to do that. The only rule that Epic gives us as a marketplace content creator is, when you initially submit your project to be sold on the UE4 marketplace, it has to support the most current engine version. That's it. And then when they come out with a new engine version, we are not, as content creators, we are not required to make sure that our product is compatible with the most current engine version. But the conundrum becomes, if you do not make your project be compatible with the most current engine version, nobody's going to buy it, right? So in other words, when I initially put my stuff on there, it was in engine version 4.15.3, and that was the most current engine version when I put my product up, and it passed the inspection, the verification process. So when 4.16 come out, I didn't have to update it anymore after that. Okay. I didn't have to. And so if you don't do it, you're going to kick yourself in the dick because nobody will buy it, right? So if I hadn't have updated my stuff to 4.16, 4.17, well, when those engine version comes out, the people that are using the engine are usually, not always, using the most current engine version. So if your product is listed as it works for 4.15 and the most current engine version is 4.27, if you don't update it, the person that would likely buy it won't buy it because he's looking at it and saying, well, hell, that's for 4.15. I'm not using that old engine version, right? So we have to, if we want to continue selling our product, we have to update it. And it gets pretty cumbersome, just so you guys know. So any of you guys that buy things off the UE4 marketplace, you guys need to really cut the marketplace content creators. You guys need to cut them a little slack. Okay. Imagine for a moment, I only have 4 products that I sell. Imagine if I had 8. That means every time a damn engine version come out, I would have to go through there and validate 8 products. And it could break things in each one. And it could be something completely different. So I might have to fix this in this project for 4.17, and then something totally different in this project for 4.17, and something totally different. So it's a nightmare. Okay, just to be honest. So let me bring Chad over here. We have someone showed up here. So if you build it in the latest version, do you also have to make it work in older versions or just the latest? Well, once again, the rule is when you submit a product to be sold on the UE4 marketplace, the rule is whatever the most current engine version is at the time you submit your product to be verified by Epic, it has to be compliant with that version. So in other words, right now, the most current engine version is 4.27.2. So if I build a project today and submitted it to Epic Games, it has to be compliant in 4.27.2. You do not have to make it be compliant from the very first Unreal Engine version forward. But as I mentioned earlier, you've got people who use different engine versions. So I build things in 4.15.3. Even today, if I was to build a product today to put on the UE4 marketplace, it would be built in engine version 4.15.3. Then I'd have to go validate it in 4.16, 4.17, 4.18, all the way up to the new one. Now, the reason that I would do that is because you still have people who would rather use the older engine version opposed to a newer engine version for the very same reasons that I mentioned. They change shit, and sometimes they change shit that just, in multiplayer specifically, that don't freaking work at all in the newer engine versions. And the reason is because they either broke something that they're not going to fix, or they change something in such a way that you have to go back into parts of your logic and completely re-script it and reconfigure it to make it work. Okay. So it's a nightmare. Honest to God, it's a damn nightmare. It literally is. Okay. So I'm going to delete some of these projects out of here. And so I don't have as much crap to poke through. Twin Blast. That's that video, the past 2 videos I made. So I don't need that anymore. Okay. Let me bring chat back over here and we'll get started. Okay, I see. So the more versions it works in, then the better chance you get for a sale. That's correct. That's what it boils down to in the end. Same for the reason, you know, we're not required to update it, but if you don't, you're going to lose sales because, I mean, look, if I'd have left it in 4.15, look how many damn engine versions there's been since then. right? So everybody that uses 416 won't buy it, 417 won't buy it, all the way up. So yes, it's to increase your profitability is what it's for. All right, so I'm going to open this thing up here, extract all, and we're going to put this. Where the hell is this even supposed to go? Let's see, Unreal Projects. Okay, go. How broke do you guys suppose this is? He made a video, like a little 10-minute video, and kind of described some of the things that are broken. And yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to fix it or not, but out of everybody, since I built it, I should be the one to be able to figure out what they broke, hopefully. Possibly. Okay, now the reason that I opened the engine a minute ago, what I want to mention here is, so the version that I have, I think was created in 4.18. So I don't have that engine version installed. So the closest I have is 4.19. So I guess that'll be the one that I open this in. Yeah, of course. I remember this. This needs to be called... Wait, that says 4.18 to 4.21. Here, hold on. Yeah, okay. So that's what we'll do. We'll make a folder. That's why it's not showing up. We'll make a folder called this. And then we're going to move all this stuff into that folder. That's what it's supposed to be like. Let me restart this. It should show up this time around. Theoretically. Why didn't it open? That ain't a good sign. Already not opening. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to have to skip over 4.18. So, I mean, here's the deal. I'm definitely not going to go into 4.18, check it, 4.19, check it, 4.20, all the way up to the most current engine version. I tell you what I might do is just open it in the most current engine version and screw the rest of them. Okay. So yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to update it to 4.27. Let me go in here and do that. Which Unreal Engine version? Actually, you know what? Let's start at 4.19. Let's do that. I think he said it worked all the way up to 4.23. It was pretty much fine. And then I think he said 4.24 is when it went to ass. It'd be awesome if I could get it to work from 4.19. Well, technically, I guess from 4.18 forward. But there's just no way in hell I'm gonna go in there and check every damn engine version. Hello, Mr. Ripper Junkie. What's happening? I'm gonna go look at some of my old shoddy work. See if I can resurrect this Motus Digital template that I created for the guys over at Motus Digital. Oh, I'm compiling shaders and you don't want me to. Advanced settings. 720. 512. That. 2 windows. And new editor window.
Man, what are you?
That's what I'm talking about.
You couldn't kill your way out of a
That's it. That's what I'm talking about. That's it.
You still would have got blowed up.
I mean, it's not fair for them to be able to
What are
shoot
you
us.
even going on?
We don't
about?
even have any
You
guns.
couldn't kill your way out of
Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. What did I do? There we go.
in this whole game.
I don't think it's quite fair for them
What are
to be
you
able to
even
shoot
going on
us.
about?
We don't
You
even
couldn't
have
kill your way out of
This is the template that I'm famous in, by the way. I'm the one doing the voiceover over here next to these guys. Listen, hold on.
That's what I'm talking about.
even going on about? You couldn't kill your way out of a wet paper bag. Man, they could have gave you every gun in this whole game and you still would have got blowed up.
I mean,
You don't even know what you're
I don't
talking
think it's
about.
quite fair for them to be
Man,
able
what
to
are you
shoot
even
us.
going on
We don't
about?
even have any
You
guns.
couldn't kill your way out of a wet paper
Yeah,
bag.
yeah, they
Man, they
should
could have gave you
guns,
every
man.
gun in this whole game
I
and you
believe I
still
could
would have
have
got
took them
blowed up.
if they'd have just.
You don't even Man, what are you even going on about? You couldn't kill your way out of a wet paper bag. Man, they could have gave you every gun in this whole game and you still would have got blowed up. You don't even know what. God, my guts are falling out. No.
So what's up with this project, man? I don't know. I think it's pretty cool.
Oh my
I
God.
don't really understand why they didn't give us.
Those were the days, guys. I don't remember how long I worked on this template, but it was quite a while. That's funny. So, I mean, everything seems to be working in this one. Yeah, of course the server's going to work. That's always working. It's the damn clients that always break. What else did I put in this? Crouch and shit. What are the key presses again? Oh wow, I even put turn in place in this bitch. Look at that. Footstep sounds. All kinds of stuff. Empty weapon sounds. Look at that.
Talking about.
What are you even going on about?
Oh,
I don't know.
That's
I
I
think it's pretty
pretty
cool. I don't really understand why they didn't give us any
You
guns.
still would have got blowed up.
I mean,
You don't even know what you're
I don't
talking
think it's quite fair for them to be able to shoot us. We don't even have any
You
guns.
couldn't kill Yeah, they should have gave us guns. I believe I could have took them. If they'd have just only gave us, they could have just gave me and going on about. You couldn't kill your way out of a paper bag. We can't even run either. I guess we're just gonna have to sit here. I don't really understand why they didn't give us any guns, though. I mean, I don't think it's quite fair for them to shoot us.
Oh wow, I remember this. Check this gun out.
I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I don't really understand why they didn't give us any guns. I mean, I don't think it's quite fair.
I think this is the one that I put the scope on.
Yeah, they should have.
Oh yeah.
I believe I could have took it. Just
That's a burst rifle.
I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I don't really understand why they didn't give us any guns. I mean, I don't think it's quite fair for them to.
Okay, well it seems to work fine in 419, so what we're going to do, let me see what the next version of this is that I got, the next one up. I think it's 4.27. Let's see here. Yep, I skipped from 419 all the way up to 4.27, so pray, this is where it's going to get stupid. Come on, come back. Stir. See all this damn shit here? That's all new stuff there. They just can't leave nothing alone, can they? Oh, we're upgrading it. We're making it better. Mm-hmm. Sure you are. I don't believe you. Oh, it's compressing animations. That's new. They changed that net mode. Well, let's try listen server first. See what that does. Oh, look at that. Right off the bat. It's broke to shit. Yep. That right there is broke. And I know why. I already know. I can fix this one, right? So, we need to go into the, what is this? GSPS. So that would be the, wow, why is that named that? What the hell was I thinking? That should be the player state. Yep, that would be this. Oh, God. Yeah, okay, so I'll be able to fix this one here. I already know what this is. They made a change where this variable right here doesn't exist anymore, right? In the player state, that doesn't exist anymore. If you try to get, what is that called again? Player name. See there? That variable is gone. And they replaced it with a function called get player name. See? And so what you have to do, let's see, can I get away with just creating a variable called player name in here? And what is that? A string? Yep. So let's see if I can do this. And that would be a string. And you set this. And that needs to be replicated. Event begin play as authority. Oh, and save. Get player name. Oh, I think I just fixed that. File and save. Okay, how about now? Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
I'm talking about
You don't even know
this.
what you're talking about. They could have just gave you what's going on about you.
What
You
I'm
couldn't kill
talking
your way out of a bag.
That's what I'm
They
talking
could have
about.
gave you every gun in this whole
Oh,
game. You still would
that's
have
it.
blown
That's what I'm.
How do you show the mouse again? It's Shift F1? Yeah, there it is.
That's what I'm
You
talking
couldn't kill
about.
your way out of a wet paper bag. Man, they could have gave you every gun in this whole game.
This is the server, right? See it there? So let me put that on this side.
Kill your way out of a wet paper bag.
Yes,
Man, they could have gave
that's what I'm talking
You don't even know
about.
what you're talking about.
Okay, let's go see if the
That's
name
it.
shows up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nope. Let's see. The server looking at the client, there is, that name is not up there. But the client looking at the server, it is. So that's probably needing a delay. And let me go look in the character blueprint. Yeah, that's got a delay there. Server set player name. Maybe we can increase that to, I don't know, let's try a full second. See if that'll do it. See, they introduce a lot of latency in this shit too whenever they do this.
So man, what are you even going on about? I don't know. Kill your way out of it.
That's it.
All right. Where the hell am I? Oh, wow. So I'm halfway across the map. That's helpful. Nope, that name is still not showing up. Okay, well, maybe the delay needs to be actually, let me go back in here and look at some update player name. So let's set this one to 0.5, and then we'll do that one after that. How about now?
We got blowed up. I mean, you don't even know what I'm talking about.
Nope. All right, so how about now, you fucker?
I don't think it's quite fair for them to be able to shoot us. We don't even have any guns. You couldn't kill your way out of it.
Look at that. Look at that. John Galt, you glorious bastard, you. I fixed it. I fixed that one anyway, that one error. No, those those characters are the Motus man. I don't know what you would call it. It's the Motus man. It's from Motus Digital. Let's see. Crouch still works. Okay. Okay, well that seems to be working now. Let me go try this station here and see if all these other things still work. Get a burst rifle. Scope. Alright, that works. Shit gun. It looks like the respawn didn't work. Okay, that looks fine, but the respawn did not work. Let's see if it throws an error. No, it did not. So now I'm gonna have to go look and see if I can figure out why the respawn didn't work. Actually, let's just try it again, right? So,
Man, what are you even...
did I put a way to suicide in here? I don't guess I did. Shit. Okay, he's definitely not respawning. Let's see if the client has the same issue.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bring the server down here. So what did I do? Did I kill the client with the server? No, that ain't what I did. I killed the server with the client. I don't know. Fuck it, we'll have to check them both. If the client respawns. Nope. Okay, so there's definitely something broke with the respawn. Let me go investigate that. All right, how the hell did I do that? Let's see here. So that would be in the game mode. Random player respawn. Okay. And then the other part of that's in the character. Let's see here. Death sound. Destroy weapon loadout. Where the hell am I calling the respawn at? Maybe it's on event destroyed. Is that how I did it in here? Look at this, guys. Son of a bitch. Well, it should be in here somewhere. Stop weapon fire. Deactivate the scope. And this is where I do the ragdoll. Death sound. Delay. Destroy the actor. Okay, then. I'm pretty sure I didn't put a button in here that makes you... Oh, wait a minute. I believe I did too. Did I put a fucking button in and I didn't do auto respawn? Is that what I did? Well, there's a way to find out. Input. Fire weapon, toggle weapon, jump, crouch, reload, toggle, sprint, toggle combat mode, and walk. So no, I did not. Server, respawn player. That should be called from somewhere, and it should be in the damn character blueprint. Shouldn't it? I'm looking. Wait a minute. Let me go look at the player controller. I did. It's P. Well, shit, that ought to be just auto respawn, right? So let me unhook this and see if I can. So we can, let's see here. We should be able to just do that, right? So server request respawn. So, you know what? Actually, I probably shouldn't change that just yet. All right.
That's what I'm talking about.
And so now, if I take this guy and match the P key, yeah, okay. Jesus Christ. Sit there doing that for an hour, and it's because it's not on auto respawn. Okay, I got it. fall damage. I think Crispin put that in. Well, I'm not noticing anything else broken. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, I mean, it seems fine. It seems like that the player name was what was jacking the whole works up, so what it looks like. Well, okay then. I wonder if Crispin is available. I may have to try to call him. Seems to work. So in 4.18, he said there was no problem. I checked it in 4.19 and there was no problem. So he would have to check 420, 21, 22. I don't remember what engine version it was that they changed the way that you get the player name. So it had to be after 4.19 because it worked in 4.19. So it had to be after that. They changed that variable from being able to get a variable with the player name in it to a function to get the player name. And then I had to introduce some delays in it too, which, I mean, I could probably check, but it would probably only require one. And it might be just in the player state where that little bit of a delay had to go. I might not have had to change the ones in the character blueprint. So, yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream here, and I'm going to see if I can't get a hold of Crispin and see what he wants to do here. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, watching me debug, and we will see you guys in another stream. Have a good one, fellows.